Ladii.Billz. Welcome to see Baby with I come to say hi all the time. So guys, we are at what did that say, babe? Let's see if we can show them. Can I show them?
Georgia range gun.
The gun range.
Safe warehouse.
Georgia gun range, safe warehouse, whatever. We're gonna go shoot up some shit.
Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I've been waiting for this for like how many months?
Been like
a month.
Two months.
2 months?
We booked it in May.
Yeah, we booked it and we just had to pick the date and go, but just never picked the date. We was actually gonna go with her sister Tanaja, but she came and left us, and now we're here and we about to go in and see what this is all about. I'm so excited because I don't even think I've ever held a gun before. This is gonna be fun. I can't wait. I hope I don't get addicted.
Addicted? She's gonna try to shoot me.
I'm gonna buy a gun. I'm gonna go get my license.
Let's go, guys.
Can we get a license from here?
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, well, we about to see and y'all about to come with us.
Let's go.
Ow. We got some good stuff we gotta see because there's all this cheating and shit going on and all that good stuff and bad stuff at the same time.
No words.
But yeah, so we be back. Yeah.
See the target? I'm about to go hit some targets, baby. We about to go hit some targets, baby. Some targets, baby. Oh, I can't wait to hit some targets. I'm gonna put some heads on them targets and I'm shooting. Oh my god, I'm shooting.
I'm mad hype, like, oh my god.
We're about to get to, we're going inside. We'll be back.
See, I picked that guy, they picked the blue guy. I'm gonna tear this guy up. Yeah, he does. Hitting him in everywhere.
Just gonna be out of there. It might be kind of in there, but it's still off to the side.
This is my king. It's a very, very good weapon for you. This is the Glock 34. It's a full-size Glock with an extended slide on it. That extended slide actually takes up some additional weight, so it's gonna take up more recoil. So you have a lot less belt recoil with this weapon than you would some of the others. This is the Glock. It is an excellent weapon. It is extremely easy to use. Very effective, virtually indestructible. So this is one I would recommend to start off with. I like to say you can swap out your guns.
When you're doing it,
cool.
that's ideally what you want to do. So
Talking about pulling it. It's so easy.
It is. It's not hard at all. I think it's almost 2 weeks. Why do you think I'm actually shooting on the news every time? It's like wrong people.
It's hard to tell. V6s are that's nothing not. Are we trying to count down?
One part, there are 4 basic rules that you need to follow. I don't care if you're on this range, somebody else's range, and if you buy a gun to keep at home, you better pay attention to the 4 rules out there, okay? Because it's life and death, literally. I'm sure you guys watch the news every now and then and see all these accidents people have. Every gun accident, somebody broke at least one of the 4 rules. And they're gonna seem like common sense, but common sense ain't common. So, rule number 1. You treat every gun like it's loaded. With very few exceptions, you can't just look at a gun and tell, hey, I see the magazine's in, but are there bullets in the magazine? Is the one in the chamber? Is it loaded up? And you don't want to be that clown to look down the barrel to find out either. I've seen that go wrong for some folks. And you never take anybody's word for anything. I trust these guys here with my life, but if they hand me a gun, the first thing I do is check the status of that weapon. And so until you yourself remove the magazine out, lock it open to where you can look through it and look in it and see that it's an unloaded weapon, you treat it like a loaded gun. Even after you do all that and verify, you still treat it like a loaded gun. What's the first thing some nut says when the camera's in their face and they done been involved in the shoot? I ain't know it was loaded. If they treated the gun properly from Jump Street, they wouldn't be in the situation they're in. Which takes us to number 2. Never point a weapon at anything you don't intend to kill or destroy. Once again, seems like common sense, but people get complacent. People drop their guard and get too comfortable. And that's when the accident's gonna happen. Usually they start waving guns around, usually with the finger on the trigger and doing so. And like I said, that's when the accident's gonna happen. They may stumble, might sneeze, somebody may inadvertently bump into you. If your finger's on the trigger, you are going to fire that weapon. You're not going to think about it, but your hand is going to do it. And by the time your brain catches up with what just happened, that round is gone and you can't pull it back. And I didn't mean to do it. It's not a good excuse in the courtroom. So, never point at anything you don't intend to kill or destroy. Which takes us to number 3. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to pull the trigger. Once again, common sense type stuff, right? Got the target up.
Some targets, like
line up your sights, know where my finger is. This is called indexing along the frame. Notice my finger is outside the trigger guard. Therefore, it's away from the trigger. Okay. With it like this, my index finger is sitting on the frame of the gun, and no matter what happens, I'm still good to go. If I stumbled, if somebody came up and just shoved me, the gun will start pivoting in your hand, rotating, moving around. You don't want that. You want to control the gun, you don't want it to control you. Good high grip into the beaver tail, finger off the trigger, right? Toward the target. With your support hand, come under. Notice how my fingers wrap around my hand here. Notice how my thumbs are together on the same side. This does 2 things for you. Number 1, if you have to put multiple shots on target, especially in a short time frame, that proper grip will help you mitigate recoil and keep your gun and rounds going where you want them to go. For 2, more important for you today, it keeps all of your body parts away from all the moving parts. So it's what happens every time you pull the trigger on a semi-automatic. Well, you have recoil, that's true enough, but the weapon does that. Okay? Unfortunately, people don't like to listen, or people watch TV and people watch movies. And a lot of what you see is not really what you get. But often I see people who want to stand there and do that. And for some folks, it may feel natural. That is the wrong way to hold this weapon. And the gun will let you know very, very quickly that it's the wrong way to hold that weapon. Think about it like this. If this hand is anywhere where it needs to be, okay, and you take this hand and sit it on top of that hand, what are you now in direct conflict with? Slide. Okay? The slide is a fast-moving piece of steel. There is nothing that you can put in its way that's going to stop it. If something is in its way, it is going to cut it or break it. So quite often what I see are railroad tracks, where the slide comes back and basically cuts you across the top of your hand. That I see most often. That's a minor injury. Does not feel good, but it's minor. I have seen people get their thumbs broken. One guy who thought he was all Atlanta Brave, thought he knew what he was doing. That's what he told us. He came out with his hand like this, and this thumb was coming back this way. So, strong hand, like so. Support hand, come under per second. Ammo in this store, I've got ammo in this store that exceeds 2,000 feet per second. At 2,000 feet per second, leaving the muzzle, at 2,000 feet per second, that is approximately 1,363 miles per hour that round is traveling when it first leaves this gun. Okay, or potentially that fast. What that means to you is that you might actually shoot and hit your target, and the bullet go through, come out the other side, and keep on going. And it does you no good to shoot the bad guy at your front door if you hit somebody's 5-year-old 12 blocks down the street. So you need to be mindful of your target and what's potentially beyond you. What if you miss? If you miss the target, that round has got to stop somewhere. If you hit your target and the bullet goes straight through, that round has got to stop somewhere. So be cognizant of it, okay? Those are the 4 basic rules. That's it. Like I said, they seem like common sense, but common sense is not common. So, those are going to have all these accidents on the news every night. Now, let's get to the fun part. Glock 34, 9mm. Basically, it's a Glock 17, which is a full-size 9mm, but with the longer competition slide on it. So sometimes you can click the channel on TV and you see people doing like the gun competitions. Notice it has a big long slides. That actually helps your accuracy, especially at distance. So the reason I recommended this gun for you guys today is because that additional inch of slide is going to take up that much more recoil. So it's going to be pretty nice and comfortable to shoot. Cool? All right. You good?
She is good.
Oh, now she good. She talked about me, but now she good. I'm nice to everybody until it's time to not be nice. But you said I was scaring you, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that's good. Because what I want people to realize is that this is not Six Flags. Somebody mess around and do something wrong in there, and people don't go home. So if I scared you, I didn't mean to, but at the same time, I wanted you to see how important this is. But looks like you did pretty well to me. So. all right. I give you your props. Y'all come back and see us. He told you about the class, right?
Yeah.
Good to go. You're welcome. Yeah, so zero. Okay. Y'all take care. This is a semi-auto. The magazine on your left, insert it. Doesn't have to be all the crazy shit you see on TV, or people are claiming it, but you just want it to seat so it doesn't fall out. Another reason I recommended this particular gun for you guys is because the slide stop is lever here, that we're going to close in a second, has an edge to it, so it's pretty easy to close. At that point, the weapon is loaded. That's simple. Whenever you have bullets in the magazine, and the magazine is inserted, and that slide comes forward, the top round comes off, it goes into the chamber. At that point, the weapon is hot, it's ready to fire, you pull the trigger, it goes bang, and locks are perfect for going down. Okay? Now, dumb around. But yes, this is a Glock. It is an excellent weapon. It has safety features, no safety switch. There's no switch that you turn on and off to make the gun shoot or keep the gun from shooting with respect to a Glock pistol. Some guns have them, some guns don't. Glocks do not. It's not that it's good or it's bad, it is what it is. Okay? It's just like, don't call me have a sunroof, don't call me not. Don't know. It is what it is. Cool, right? Alright. So, once again, insert the mag, sit around there. When it closes, strips off the top round, it's now in the chamber. It's ready to go. Okay? So please be cognizant when you have the weapon pointed when you get to this point. It should be downrange at all times anyway, but I had no accidents on my wife today, okay? So just paperwork. Good to go?
Yeah.
Alright. Do I talk about it?
So once you said the bullets was in there, take that out and then you can shoot.
No.
Shoot it in
I
there.
took this out merely to show you that, you know, it took the round off and it put it into the chamber. Like that. But I want you to know what it's there for. Okay? This next lever is your slide stop. It does exactly what its name says. It stops the slide in the rear position. To manually lock this open, notice everything is real close together until you see that notch right there. Push back and push up into the notch. That's it. Now it's locked open so you can look through it, so you can inspect it and see that there's no round inside of it. Good to go? And last but not least, is the magazine release. We'll take the magazine out, drop free. Cool? Now, this weapon has a feature, like about 98% of guns, called last round lockback. What that means is that you got a loaded mag, you're shooting, having a good old time, and all of a sudden, it stops. When it does that, you can look down, see that you're out of bullets. Okay, if you're out of bullets, take the magazine out, go load some more bullets, reinsert, close, back in the game. Simple as that.
Okay.
Cool?
Oh, wow.
All right. This is going to be an important feature for y'all because the way I'm giving you guys this gun is the same way that I want it back. No ifs, no ands, no buts about it. Magazine out, slide locked open. That way, at a glance, just you coming down the hallway, I can tell that the weapon is safe. Do not join my wall of shame. My wall of shame. See all those bullets over the door? Right there?
Oh.
Those are live rounds that I have pulled out of people's guns. Either they were stupid and came in the range wrong, which will get you shot in some places, or they thought they had shot everything on the range with one of the rental guns, and there's still a live round in the gun. So those are all live bullets that I've had pointed at me in some shape, form, or fashion.
Wow.
I don't take kindly to that because I'm gonna go home at night. Somebody else may not, but I'm gonna go home. So we cool on that.
Cool on that.
So if you forget how to lock this open, remember this. After you're done shooting, take the empty magazine, insert it, push back like that, take it out. We will have no problems.
Okay.
Good to go?
Yeah.
All right. Last part of this whole shindig. Rules of the range. I think I'll put you guys on lane 11. I'm going to verify in a second. That part of the range runs out to a maximum of 25 yards. Okay? You'll hang your target up with little binder clips on the hanger system, and there's a switch on the left side of your lane to run out as close or as far as you see fit. When you go into the bay, go find your respective lane, which I do believe is 11, like I said, I'll confirm that, and sit the weapon and ammo and everything down. Your eyes and ears will go on before you go through the first door. Okay? Rapid fire is not allowed on this range. I will have a problem if you guys are doing that rapid fire. What that is, it's just loading up the magazine and shooting as fast as you can. Average person has no idea what they're doing with rapid fire, so weapons tend to rise and they end up with holes in places they don't need to be. Can you keep that bolt open while we're out here?
Okay, because we gotta throw that away. The ball keeps floating back south.
Y'all on what, 14, 15?
Yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead. So that's why rapid fire is not allowed. If you don't know what you're doing, recoil stacks on itself. So what I normally see is this. And you end up in holes everywhere but where they're supposed to go. Okay? There's a yellow line on the floor. Keep the weapon in front of that yellow line at all times. When you're in the shooter's box, you're in front of the line, no problem. What I do not want is for somebody to inadvertently step behind the line with a gun in their hand, turn and bump into somebody, because sometimes it's a little crowded or kind of empty. Other times it's standing room only. Because people like to bring their friends and Instagram and blog and everything else. So, I don't need accidents like that. Therefore, weapon in front of the yellow line at all times. The one exception is when you're done shooting for the day or decide to swap another gun, because I told y'all I could do that. Bring the weapon out, just like this. Check in, check out another weapon, go back in. Or when you're done for the day, weapon out like this. Good to go? So, eyes and ears go on before you go through the first door. Last but not least, if you have a jam, malfunction, etc. that you cannot handle, do not bring that messed up weapon out here. Sit the weapon down, pointing towards your target. Come get me or whoever's out here. We will go in there and fix whatever the problem is. Okay? Did you see the TV monitor? Did you see the first window? Do you see the hole between the TV monitor and the first window? And that was a cop that did that, so I don't cut them most slack either.
Wow.
So, if there's a problem with the weapon, leave it in there. Come get one of us. We will come and fix their problem. Good to go.
Good to go.
Are there any questions?
You're not gonna show them everything. Oh my god, that shit scared the shit out of me. Oh my god, look at that. Just keep it on your ears. It's on my head. Wow. These they doing shit.
No, it is, so you'll be surprised. It's doing, you will be surprised.
It's doing something?
Yeah, don't move it. Don't move it. Okay, guys, putting it in there.
Maybe.
Whoa. Put that back to front.
Then you gotta push it down. Okay.
It wasn't like this.
I don't know.
This shit feel funny. Trying to shoot his head.
Where did you get? On the side?
Yeah. But that shit came back on my fucking face. It comes back. Straight out the things. So don't get scared of that.
But where did you shoot it?
On the side, I'm just like, fuck. I'm just like, fuck. think I shot the tape. Yeah, go right there. Oh, go right there. I jump every time. You gonna jump? You shoot this shit. Oh, shit. I gotta overcome this. Let me do it. Don't turn that shit back this way. Hold up. You got a shoulder? Not really. That is a shoulder, not really. Alright, I know how you go, John. You know what I'm doing. Shoot it too low because it's low. It's low. The thing. What thing? I think that's my mouth. That was my mouth. You think? I want to shoot it on. Oh, you can check it. Yeah, see, go. Oh, shit, crazy. You tell me how many get? Yeah, I think it's 3. I'm gonna put 5. This is not 6 legs. You said what you did? I'm not getting on stage. You said don't get it on stage. You said when you shoot, so you gotta shoot, right? Ready to shoot. Hold tight. No, don't put your feet. Rack your hand. I had it down. What are you doing then? I had it down. What are you doing then? Put it down. Don't come with it. Oh my God. So put it down then. Don't come with it. Just put it down. Shit. You're gonna see it. Oh, shit. See the light. Go. Yo, please don't come back with me. Isn't that how you hold your head? Isn't that how you stand? I think I gotta see it. Just don't run back. Wait, pause again, pause. Oh, we got that nigga in the head. You got one more. Put the gun down. See, it opened because there's no more in there. Oh, I did the last one? Yeah, if I said do your round. I'll open it like this? No. Yeah, that part. Put it down. Oh, shut it. Oh. Okay, I gotta take a break because that's crazy. Oh my God. Like, yo. I mean, 2. Oh, look, the third one up there. But I was close by his head. Alright, dude, you gotta close one eye. You gotta close one eye. That should be good. I'm jumping after every shot. Look, I gotta be useless because I'm gonna have my own gun, not to be just. You stuck up here in the chamber. So you the bullet? Yeah. Put my 5 in there. I have 4. This is my 5th one. Oh, that's your 4? It's my 5th one. I didn't shoot it. I know, that's what I said. Don't put your 4. Oh, let me put 4? Oh. She's trying to cheat on a bullet. You never robbed the bullet. Don't be trying to. I'm counting. I'm going 4. I took it out the bag. That's what I know. There's 2 in here and 1, 2, 4. Shut up. There you go. Good night, sweetie. Did you snap me? Yeah. Not shooting all the thing. You got it? Which corner did it? Yeah, slide it in there. You gotta go in. You can't go that way. Sorry, push this down. Push it around your finger. Yeah, slide that in there. Got it. Okay. put so much. So she's loading this gun. She's like the other way, babe. I think. I don't know. Yeah, the bullet should be pointing to the front. Come on. It ain't gonna do that. Now let the side piece down. Don't put your finger on the trigger. Close the finger. Yeah. That shit's so crazy. Did I hear that? I just like the way I'm just backfiring on you. That's what the shit people say like this money. You gotta share the show. You gotta pick up our shelves, man. They gonna know we live here. It's like you feel like you're fine. Oh God. I'm back. Hold on. You got 8? Ooh. I told you to die, right? Oh, that's lady body right there. Lady's the little guy. Look at that go. No, don't worry about this. No, don't worry about this. Shoot up some shit. I gotta shoot up some shit. Shoot up some shit.
And that's why I need all the energy that you bring to me. My last girl would tear me apart, but she never wanna split a thing with me. But when it comes to you,